All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
He's so spirited. Velcro Desert.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
I was wondering when we'd actually be in the desert. I mean, it kind of were at the beginning of the time skip, but...
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
Actually, I'm probably going to
Welcome,
fight
well,
stuff.
Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Run like the wind.
Yeah, I'll fight him. I need to equip Titan.
All yours, Torgal.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was
Oh.
You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a
Ah, keep missing the timing for that. I don't want to beat up the chocobo. I feel bad. Let me... How do I... Oh, is it here? Actually, I have to master stuff first. So, hopefully I have... I do not have enough. Actually, I might have enough to get rid of Ramu. Because I only really need, these moves. I only really need Thunderstorm, to be honest. I don't need Thunderstorm, but the combination is, like, extremely good. Oh, you get limited break on blocking. That's really good. Yeah, windup isn't bad. Upheaval is kind of like hit and miss. to be honest. Wind up is really good though. Like it might just take a... Well, no, because I haven't mastered this, right? So I'd have to get... Oh, I don't have enough. But that's fine. I just wonder how the other icons are gonna be. There's an item over here. And how much time you'll have with them. Moved Phoenix Wing.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that, yeah. I think Phoenix Shift is really good until you get a replacement for it of some type. Maybe you do, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like Odin or something had a gap closer.
The good old
Or Bahamut.
Caramel Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Wouldn't Clyde be like super hot?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
I like I just sulked away, like, oh. He's actually using the hood?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
It's true though. It'd be weird for the squire to be older as well. Oh, Joshua's attendant. Yep. They're like always in the same place.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never
I
get
forget what
another.
movie it is. There's a movie where it's like this the
do
entire
understand
movie, where the two people keep crossing each other, but never like
Yes,
directly.
Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Oh, they're not liking Kupka, I guess.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Grabbing that sword. If only she looked over a little bit and been like, there's Clive.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Look how everyone
I'm
clears
sure
out.
you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Now he's ready to fight.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He's like, I'm gonna just eat over here.
Try it.
Can't even see where they are.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You.
Yeah, that was stupid of them to even attempt there. But
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
There's no way she didn't see it was Clive, right? She's gotta know.
Now's our chance.
They pay ahead of time?
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep missing each other. Oh, it reacts to him. Yep, he never liked carrots.
What is it now?
Did he ever explain Joshua's alive?
It's
Okay, I
nothing.
guess not.
Let's go.
Alright, give me one sec. Oh, Torgo just comes back immediately.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Plates and pots!
I thought I was gonna turn there. Oh, maybe they know now.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Time for another seal, I guess. Speak with townspeople.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
There's a Fun Fancy 14 quest.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name
The way
of
his came out sounds so
Rosina
nervous.
Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
Okay.
Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was
dog.
likely to be an influential
actual dog.
sort. Influence
Torgal's
comes
technically
with
a wolf,
age
but-
and experience. Believe you me.
Oh wait, what?
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have?
Did I not see the quest marker here?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
No running.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the knockers from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
I mean, they got their weapon either way.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Oh, Torgal that.
To me, blades! To me!
Can you imagine you try to jump a guy and he just summons like an actual tornado? How horrifying.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Once you go flat.
Like eating a cloud with a crust.
Okay.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
Kind of weird.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
I said it was a young guy, right?
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Clearly, he's doing a lot of
Let's
stuff.
leave this mama to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
But
just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense.
I mean, he does have a gray
Follow
beard,
the
like...
crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
This would not be Final Fantasy unless you're going out of your way to do something like this.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
I'm glad you don't have to interact with obelisks. It would have been a little annoying if you did every time.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay. Tempted to go up the stairs, but I don't know if there's actually anything up there.
The juiciest meat from Green's. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. I don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking.
Jeez.
Pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
You're scaring the hose.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal.
Didn't he give him money, though?
Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
didn't see any doors that could open, but... Oh, okay.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
He's just doing some
One
bribing.
of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Also, sorry if I'm quiet a little. I'm just eating.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
Christ.
A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Alright. This is a chest. Is this on the lower? Oh no, it's all the way over here.
Treat you.
I wish you could jump off stuff more.
Why is the tavern? What was all that crashing and banging about before?
With all of Clive's abilities, you'd think he had more than just this hop.
Let's go.
I don't want to fight. I typically try not to kill other chocobos unless I have to. I'm not saying fly, but like jump. Like his Phoenix shift allows him to get pretty high up in the air. So there is that.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Oh, there's a lot. Okay.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of
I
this?
just love it. Just yells.
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
I tried the thunder. I could have killed him already.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh. Torgo, you messed up my combo. Oh my god. It auto-corrected me. Not the chocobos.
It's over. Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
That's his payment, right? Technically free.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
You should try to piss him off.
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
That's a way to say it. You know what? Hold on. Does it ever explain the owl? Yes, it does. Transmitting the thoughts of others, specifically those who they're attuned with. Okay, I forgot to look this up at the beginning of the game with his dad. Can loosely be translated as "my will is now thy burden." Oh, okay. It makes sense why their eyes change and stuff.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Are any of these quests worth it, though? Where's the way that I go? Over here, right? I'm guessing. Because they weren't able to go through the other gate. Unless I'm going the wrong way. No, it's down. I'm going the wrong way.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet? Yes, they're quite
fragrant herbs and spices.
Wait, inside. Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
I'd hope so.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
I mean, I think he expects that.
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these.
No, it's not over
springs.
here, but I'm seeing if there's anything.
Shall we press on?
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
Okay. Smells a lot of like limestone. Where my grandparents lived when I was young had a lot of natural limestone. A lime rock? Whatever. It's a rock either way. Is there anything down
this place?
there?
This is the spring which provides the water for the Dalimil Inn's famous healing baths. I wouldn't mind having a dip myself. If we didn't have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh god, I thought it was gonna... My Helmbreaker didn't go off. I didn't mean that. It was like... That's like massive overkill. Did not mean that. Okay. That was not worth a ton of gil, but okay. I really do wonder why they give you such little gil in this game. Not that gil is a huge concern, but like, I think maybe the lowest in like any Final Fantasy. Which again, not a problem, but just unusual.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalimil starved.
The axle's gone.
I like how they talk even if they're not like... They're essentially a glorified roadblock. Could have just been quiet.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
I didn't expect,
it's
like,
not too late, Clive.
character
This
development
area
from his
is
uncle.
yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the Twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
Aw.
Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
He's like, no, I'm not going with you.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
No pluses. The job. Oh, wait, did I go to the wrong area? Oh, I might have. Yikes. Oops. Don't mind that. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, he has fake hands.
Why do they start?
Oh, I can't really move him.
Got a rat done to me. Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Oh my god.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
Just think of
to humiliate me. Me!
14.
If you
Tear your
hadn't
limb from
interfered,
limb.
he would be dead.
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
I was gonna say, what is he gonna do?
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
What does that mean?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
Oh, he's just petting him.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Still got beat though.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
How does he know though?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh. Does it smell like? Probably blood. Oh God.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Okay.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now?
I mean, that is true about Benedicta, but also... Yeah, like I said, the whole sad part with that is she didn't even really care for Hugo.
They spotted us.
Oh, these are orcs, I guess. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Didn't really expect orcs in the sands, really. Oh, you can charge it during cutscenes. Cool.
So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Okay. Please. Okay. I don't know why I pressed X twice there. I do. Mesmerized. Oh, stop. Basically free heal, yeah.
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
Oh. Oh, this might be too far. Something is sitting there. Is that a range? Oh, no, okay. to get the caster first. Almost that aerial blast again. Oh my god, really? I can't like jump up there? Apparently not. That's where I came from, right? Unless... You can't use your map in here either, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where it came from. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, okay. Lightning round. I wonder what that does. It probably just lowers the cooldown or something, but... Oh yeah, it's not worth. I hate that they give you 9%. Like they shortchange you that 1%. Like it couldn't just be 10. Whee. Oh my god, please.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, past this one. How did they get in here?
Teleported. Kinda sucks. I like how that looks. Oof. There we go. Can I block projectiles?
Silence!
Can it release faster? Oh, wow, you really do get back a good amount of LB from that. It's even better. Oh. Okay. I don't know, I'm trying to open doors when everything has a lever.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Alright.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Definitely not a boss fight ahead.
Let the trial begin.
Can you get a Titan remix? Like Under the Weight remix? Because that would be sick.
What the hell?
With me, Torgal.
I'm trying to see, I'm like testing what I can and can't block. I assume we can block those. Stagger damage. It is real. Oh, I didn't think it'd let me act that quick. okay. Yeah, you do have to have an approximate. Okay. Yeah, I gotta test the limits with that.
Seems we're expected.
Only there wasn't somebody looking over us.
So this is the power of Mythos.
He's pronounced that like 4 different ways so far.
Did the orcs do this too?
Thought I saw something that way. You saying the answer is yes to the under the weight thing, or no? This is so hell yeah. Oh, he fell. I was actually listening to Under the Weight earlier. I didn't even think about it, like, put 2 and 2 together. I was just listening to the Primal in general, but... Treasure chest.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Oops. Bravery. Oh, okay. Let's see. I haven't seen bravery in a bit. Maybe since like 13? Well, it's in like 14, I think, in Baja, but it's not really the same. Oh, yes, so you can parry it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a remix of Under the Weight, because for Garuda's, the beginning of it was like Fallen Angel. Not all of it, but you could hear the notes for Fallen Angel. Oh, you can't sing it.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Remember Under the Weight sounds like? Really? What did you forget? It's like Titan. That song. I know that's a horrible rendition of it, but you know, it's the best I can do. Careful who's attacking. Yep. Oh, okay. I feel like I dodged that. Oh, Torgal transformed. Again. Does he just do it randomly now? How does that work? Oh, okay. Did I come through this one? You haven't seen him do it? Oh, okay. Yeah, he just did it in battle. But I thought maybe when I go into LB he does it, but I wasn't in LB. He just transformed. No, I'm going backwards now. What? That means I overlooked something, I'm guessing. Oh, it's right here. Yep. Imagine if I had eyes. I keep forgetting you can ask Torgal also.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Oh wait, so I gotta go back down? I was gonna say this is a big bed, but then again, he's also huge, so. Like Hugo is big ass dude.
Just what
Oh, I'm not in the air. I need the thunder counterpart to that so badly. I would kill them all right there. Oops. That teleports.
That better be the last of them.
That's like the most skill I've gotten in a fight this entire game. That isn't a boss fight or hunt. Yeah, Ignition seems good for that. But I don't think Ignition can be cancelled, and that's why I don't love it.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
He's not gonna be happy.
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
It can? Oh, okay. Yeah, it actually does sound pretty threatening and atmospheric. It's usually like an uplifting. Wait, what?
You get away from her!
He's tripping balls right now.
Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming. Not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again.
I know like nobody has played Dot Hack GU, but this reminds me so much of how the main character invokes his avatar. Because he can't always invoke it until like the third game or second game. And he has to basically ask it to come out. And even then sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I think you watched me play it a while ago, but yeah, Haseo is like that. Where he can't summon Skaith all the time. Skaith? Oh, I was gonna say. This Gerudo was growing back limbs left and right. I like how Ifrit is actually really big, but compared to Titan, looks really small. I'll say it is really edgy. He has some reasons to be, but not entirely. Voice of the land, yep, here we go. We gotta remember that Haseo was also like 14. Yeah. Was responsible at one point for just being an edgelord to like saving literally hundreds of thousands of people who went comatose because of a game. Including someone he was in love with. 2 people he was in love with, technically. I do love this part of the song. Yeah, you can absolutely tell, I agree. I don't even need to dodge. I just walk. Just kidding. Just ate my words.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Oh. It's like a counter? Or shield, I guess? To emit a violent explosion, hold it to increase the explosion and strength. Press X at any time to charge. Oh, okay. He's invulnerable. Wait. Invulnerable to damage while charging it, so if we're going to attack however we trigger an explosion.
Let's give this a try.
Oh, that's a cooldown. Okay, I see. So you can use it either or. Ooh. Just eating it. I think you're supposed to eat that. Oh god. Oh, it is a remix. Kind of. We'll see. Definitely, yeah, primals 100%. This actually reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts. Not this particular thing, but the sequence. Guessing you go up there. Well, this part reminds me of Metal Gear Rising, but the part in the valley reminds me. Oh, do I need to attack that? Dodge that? I'm getting hit, so... He's so small. Yeah, I don't know how to break the blue ones. Does hurt it, okay.
I've got you now.
stagger. Climb on? Oh no, just. I wasn't sure if we need to climb on him or not. Oh, I missed my chance. The song changed again. This absolutely sounds like a Soken song. I know it is. Barely hit right there. Yeah, this is when you realize exactly. For some reason you didn't know. Yeah, it was really obvious before. This song in particular definitely feels like it would be a raid boss fight. Like the voice filters, like what they use in Metal for the Alex raids. Am I heading? Trying to get down faster to do another combo. Oops. Trying to greet some damage there. Was not worth. This is gonna be shockwave. Seems like it's better to stay on the outer part, because this is where the bigger part is, so you can get more hits in. Except for here. Almost there. use it against him. Definitely MGRR vibes right there. Got his arm up. Oh, he's just a torso. I'm gonna aim it. That's neat. Oh god. Ow. Was that Nani moment? Oh god, he's doing the Kamen Rider kick. Holy hell. Oh yeah, I guess this makes sense. Ow. Oh, I missed something. Yeah, go ahead. What is it? Wildfire work? Yeah. I mean, you don't specifically need it, so I don't blame you for that. Like, it's usable. Oh, I should have done the thing. I could just dodge that straight up. Ooh. Nope. Almost thought it was gonna be a square there.
From the Mother Crystal. If you can do it.
Gonna empower him. We're gonna get super Ifrit. Oh. Oh, it's anime. Yeah, that was an amazing sequence. Big fan. Oh god.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
I think that hurt him.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Like I was just throwing in that pun.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
They're all pretty calm about this, though.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Hey.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion.
I feel bad because Dion's probably gonna get killed.
When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Oh, okay.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
He's either gonna get assassinated or he's probably gonna die in battle. That's Bahamut, because they just said that apparently he's not taking it well.
Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault. Our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles.
He's still wounded, it looks like.
In time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
Is he gonna have to fight Odin, though?
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor.
Okay, there's definitely some stuff
What is the meaning of this?
going on.
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
The guy just ran. It's like, nope. Yeah, the 5-year-old.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Even though I'm assuming Dion should be the heir.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead.
Thinking about the Phoenix.
Do I dress a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Yeah, it is a tease, because you just kind of want to know what's happening. It's not going to tell you till later. So they always set up for stuff like that. I also love how Torgal always gets away from these icon fights.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up. Give me 50 good
Who's left now? Really, Odin and Bahamut. And then if there is a water one, then I guess Leviathan.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a Stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
What about Bahamut,
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Probably enjoying
Indeed
it.
he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Here for another of my lectures. Harpocrates, Blackthorn, Karen. For veterans such as these, Sid's Hideaway was a sacred refuge. Kupka took something from them.
I didn't expect her to say this.
And now you have avenged that loss. They should be the first to hear the happy news.
It's probably just updated. We're past the story point. Yeah. Oh, we got a bunch more. Okay. Let's tell the old man first, I guess.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Wow.
He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me.
Oh yeah, I guess he would know about
I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, My investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
He's only one that could really maybe find out something besides any characters in the know.
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Oops, sorry, Torval.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. And what can I do for you?
Still cold as ever. Ooh, my stun goes down. It's not worth it. Stun goes down by 10, but your might goes up by 5. It's not worth it. Oh, nice. You could buy all this now.
Is that all?
I barely use any potions in those last encounters, now I think about it.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those
Suddenly,
words.
he's not busy.
This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Okay.
You cracked the crystal too.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
They should have just had like a town meeting and be like, hey, he's dead. So there's not like rumors about him being dead. Like he's just straight up dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers. Trying to do her father proud.
Oh, do they have like a grave for him?
I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Okay.
Very well.
Just answer the question.
I'll suggest it.
Yeah, I know there's no like real reason to, but you also hear people like whispering about it, like, "Oh, he's dead," but like, you know, see what she has to say.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
You don't have pigtails. But okay. Oh, I always forget it's down here, right?
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack.
Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Oh my god, classic.
Me and my dad
Classic Final
designed it
Fantasy
together.
ship.
Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts mecking. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Okay. It'd be cool if she wasn't out of the way. But it's alright. Or you could jump over barriers.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
Just think of stuff like dolls, balls, and all that.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Okay.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Does it matter?
Gav, you're with me.
I don't think it does, but maybe it does.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Okay.
Clive? Not saying Fordian, do you?
Yeah, that's
not bad, if I do say so myself.
Got 2 more hunts, I think.
Should last you.
Oh, got more than one Earthen Fury?
That it? Fine.
Okay, well, this is not too far.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Maybe like over here somewhere? Maybe he's on the other side since we discovered that last time. Yeah, he could be over there. Oh, no. Just kidding.
Be safe. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
I was thinking they'd do that.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
I don't know if it's on the other side or not. So I don't think you can go in the water. But... Okay, here we go.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Okay. Gotta find more of it, but I don't think we can... Yeah. I missed one. Unless it's over here. No, I'm on the outskirts of it. Probably just passed it somewhere. Or it's on the other side of that beach. I can't tell. Torgal, now's the time I need your help. Now the game's like, okay, it's over here. I do not see it. Am I blind? Is it on the other side? Oh. Nope. Yeah, this is definitely some Final Fantasy 14 trolling.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Absolutely.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Oh? Did not expect. I'm gonna want to chat.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to
So nice
Blackthorn
moment.
before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Tork was just chilling. Okay. No pluses again. Guys, we gotta go find the other one. Life is never that easy.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
No, because I feel like you had an option to choose both, so you're gonna have to do both.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Nice, I was wrong.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
I unironically like being incorrect. I'm so sad we can't jump over stuff. I know there was the renown thing, but I'll probably just wait till I do all the hunts and then cash it out.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, never mind. Helena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
Glad you put that in
This is where the
layman's
helm
terms.
comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might
He's
be
very
able to use
passionate.
parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Yeah, we'll split some time to do side quests and hunt stuff. Oh wait. I always hate doing this because I get confused on how to get out of here. Okay. Now we should be home free. Can I use my chocobo?
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Kinda sucks. About when I'm out of the city. There we go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
I love how everyone relies on him as the monster hunter, basically. It's gonna be a Drago.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Somehow I knew it. Well, it's not a dragon, but it's... Oh god. Oof. That'll work. Try not to waste too much of my LB in case I have to. Fight something else, 'cause I'm not sure.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
I don't know why I ate earlier. I feel like I haven't eaten at all. I feel so insanely hungry. I mean, I know it's because my boxing today earlier, but Be nice to feel cool for more than like an hour or 2 hours. Alright, what else do we need?
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
It'd be real nice if all these people were like in the same area together. I don't think there's another way, is there? Maybe there is. Maybe I am the problem.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been.
It'd just be nice if we could run here.
I went up to give some greens.
Thanks to Sid, the man.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Assuming he's gonna find an error somewhere.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
So say Jill's been kind of quietly lately.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Let's keep having you choose.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. I could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
I'll take Jill if I can, but yeah.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited.
The market's about to go up for these.
They were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I thought they'd go together.
Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Was that just a North Tree? No, somewhere else, somewhere. Close to it.
No. Where's Jill?
There's talk.
Welcome.
I don't see anything new. Maybe it's a Kestrel roll.
And a fine day to you.
Nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the... Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they're gone.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here. I hope it's to your liking.
Oh, garlic? Come on.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Buy, sell, or be gone. And...
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
All anyone ever wants anymore.
She's just waiting.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all
It is a
the
nice
battle and
moment
bloodshed
between two of
at
them, I feel like.
once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages?
He's so calm
He'd go
now.
racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
She just likes food.
It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
They have like the slowest burning romance I've seen in like modern media. It's not a problem.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back.
But you can't say it was
Ingredients
forced.
to Harpocrates and Talia.
You really
I'll
can't.
see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
With awkward late bloomers who have a lot going on, yeah. You're not wrong. Absolutely not wrong.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
A Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Aww.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.